All right, welcome to week 4. I hope that you have settled into the course and are deep in reflection on your life history paper. By this point, you have already met or have a meeting scheduled with your faculty advisor. Your faculty advisor will review your degree program and experiences with you and be able to recommend potential courses for portfolio evaluation. This is an important meeting to make, to touch base with your faculty advisor, not only for the purposes of this class, but just to have that contact with your advisor because they have expertise in your degree field, your potential or current career field. So it's a good person to be in contact with on a regular basis. We will take a few moments today to discuss course content summaries. You will be using the course content summary for your chosen course as the guide when you write your narrative of competencies. Remember that you earn credit for being able to articulate your learning, not for your experiences alone. This is why the course content summary is so important, because this is the guide from which you will be explaining your learning. So you're using those objectives, going through, explaining your learning as it relates to those specific course objectives. As you have noticed during the first few weeks of this course, the weekly SDV 298 course learning objectives are located in the assignments section for each week. You may want to go back and review these and reflect on the activities you have completed as they relate to your learning of these different course objectives. Think to yourself as you're looking over these, if you have learned this material since you started in this class, how did you learn this information? What were the activities that you did? How would you explain your learning in these areas? What was your thinking and understanding before, and how has it changed? So did you have already somewhat of an understanding coming into this course? Was this your first introduction to this material and these different activities? How would you explain that to someone else? You're talking about your learning process. And your learning process is what you will be explaining in the narrative of competencies section for your e-portfolio. So this can, going back and reflecting and looking over those course objectives for this specific course can help put you in that mindset for explaining that learning process. On the screen is the link to find the course content summaries on the NOVA website. Or you can just go to the NOVA website right there, www.nvcc.edu, and type discipline list into the search bar, because that link is a little bit lengthy. If you do the discipline list, when you type that into the search bar, there will be a page that appears with a list of web links. So just click on the first one, the top of the list, and then you'll see a list of the courses, the disciplines at NOVA. And within each discipline is a list of all the NOVA courses that are in that category. When you click on a discipline, so you'll see on the left-hand box, for example, administration of justice or accounting, whatever it may be, it will show the programs and campus information at the top of the next page, and then you want to scroll down a little bit to get to the list of courses. And to find the course content summary, you need to click on the link right under the content summary category. So that's an important area. You want to click on the name. For instance, on the screen it says Survey of Criminal Justice instead of the ADJ 100, because the Survey of Criminal Justice is the full course content summary, and that's what we're looking for specifically. So just make sure you click on that right hand link. And if you have any trouble with that, let me know, because they've just updated the website, so everything might not be updated on there. Okay, so you have found the course content summary for the class you want to challenge, so now what? You need to know how you will be using it. The course content summary is your guide for writing the narrative of competencies section of your portfolio. as we talked about earlier. Each course content summary will look a bit different, but the same basic components will be included in each. So for instance, you're looking right now at the Accounting 211, and this is about a one-pager summary. Some of the IT summaries are 3, 4, 5 pages. They can be pretty lengthy and have a lot of detail included in them. If you look to the middle of the page, you can see that the course objectives are listed there. For some summaries, these are in paragraph form, and you'll have to go in and separate them out into their individual objectives. For here, you can see there are just 5 objectives listed for this 3-credit course. So in this instance, you know that for a 3-credit, full semester course, that's quite a bit of time that you're putting into that class, and you think 5 objectives can't be enough for this. But there are there's much more depth to that, and that's kind of where the major topics come into play. As you can see down there highlighted at the bottom, and it's cut off a little bit, but those major topics go a little bit more in depth with those different objectives and give you some of those details that you're looking for. So what specifically you'll be studying, you'll want to look at those and incorporate the vocabulary and the different terms from your major topics into your learning explanations in your narrative. So you want to look at this course content summary. I know we talk a lot about just the objectives, but you want to look at it as a whole, incorporate information from the top, the description, and then the course purpose, as well as the objectives and the major topics into your narrative when you're talking about that. Use the full overview to your advantage when choosing the class and also when explaining the narrative. Okay, so you want to go in there, look around a little bit, compare that with your degree program and the different requirements, and you'll identify at least one for the e-portfolio that we're working on right now. Choose one of those course content summaries. Then you'll want to post the summary to your e-portfolio. Check the assignment schedule to see when that's due, the assignment schedule that's part of your syllabus. And it might be, since you're taking those off the website, you'll have to reformat the summaries a little bit. It might be easier to post them into a Word doc, reformat it there, and then post it into your e-portfolio. But that should get you started, get you feeling comfortable with this. Take some time, review the summaries. It might be helpful to print them out, and then you can make notes, write down questions that you have about some of the different terms or some of the different things in there. You can also start matching up your experiences with the different course objectives, and that'll kind of give you a head start when you're going into your narrative. As always, please let me know any questions that you have about this. And I look forward to seeing the courses that you choose. All right, thanks.